Somebody that's had tons of experience building and growing teams. You said you've people that have been working in a shed to grow into 150 people.
Yeah.
You worked at places at Sky, thousands of employees,
Yeah.
other companies, and you're helping business owners, maybe like yourself, that are watching, technology companies and other companies as well that want to help grow their teams. So really working with companies with fast growth. What are your principles for going into a business? What do you do when you first go into a business? You're speaking to the owner, they know they need some help. What are the things that you look at and try to identify? How do you help that business to be managed more efficiently?
Well, the first thing is to listen to the business owners and everybody I meet to understand what they really value about what they're doing, what's going really well, but the things that they're really concerned about, and to try and get a sense of what are the key issues they need to fix. And these typically fall into a number of categories. In fact, in my podcast series that I did at the beginning of this year with other winners of the Deloitte Fast 50, I distilled the experiences from all these successful businesses into what I call the map of growth, which has 20 steps taking you from the initial vision of the company through to sustained rapid growth. And in that, there are 4 key stages which are relevant to every business. The first thing is the foundations, and this is one of the things I will sort of look at very much when I start working with a company, because it's essential. What is their vision? What are they trying to achieve? Some businesses talk about a North Star, and it's really guided them. You look at companies like Skyscanner. From start, as a small team writing a spreadsheet application to find bookings for ski holidays, to being a multinational travel broker, bought by a company for £1.4 billion 2 or 3 years ago. Throughout that period, they've had one goal, and that's always put the traveller first. Whatever they've done, they've put the traveller first, and that's guided everything they've done. It's really important to have that kind of vision. Now, some other businesses don't have that at the start. They kind of got an idea. Maybe the founder has been working in industry for a certain length of time and has seen lots of problems, and then has seen a new technology that they think will fix those problems, and they explore that, and then they create the vision.
Yeah.
It might take a few years.
Yeah.
Certainly at Orbis, the original vision was that we would make static, boring online sites that were essentially digital brochures into something living with live data, originally sports data, the latest scores from various matches or race results, and that quickly turned into more of an e-commerce application of betting. So you kind of follow your nose through the opportunities, but all the time you're saying, what are we trying to achieve here? Because the bigger the organisation gets, the more important that is.
Absolutely. I mean, 100%. I think you look at that is how you build a great culture. Is everyone's going in the right direction? Everyone's going in the same direction. If they're going in the same direction, everyone pulls together. Everyone pulls together. You've got a better team.
Exactly.
So, do you help people to develop that vision? So maybe somebody that's watching might be in a position where they've got a great company, it might be growing fast, but really they need to understand what their vision is and where they're going. Is that something that you help develop with companies?
Definitely do, and I've done that from a very early stage business through to more mature businesses. One I'm working with at the moment is very early stage, and in talking to them, it became obvious very quickly that they weren't clear on what was the type of customer they wanted to serve and what was the problem they were trying to solve. And I think we identified a number of options, and there's an ongoing process now. We're actually having a workshop in a couple of weeks' time to really drill down on that and really understand what they're trying to do, because they're in a crowded marketplace and they really need to differentiate themselves if they're going to get anywhere. And then there are others, as you say, as organisations grow, and you get teams specialising, so you may have an engineering team, you may have what people nowadays call a customer success team, might be a support team, your sales team, obviously business development, a whole bunch of different teams. And as you grow, you go from the point where at the start of the company, everybody usually understands what the company's about, what the customer's like, and they know what they do every day and how that impacts their customer. As the business grows, the risk is you lose touch with that. You become very focused on a very small area, and you have no idea of what impact that has on the customer and why it's important and why you need to continue to perform to your best and what difference that makes to your customer. And I think It's about making sure that everybody stays in touch with the vision of the business, with what's important for their customers, no matter what role they're doing. And that's something we work on with clients.
Yeah.